This video is for my middle school art students at Red Oak Middle School. This is how we do tessellations. What you're going to need for this project are scissors, tape, a 4-inch square, a writing utensil, and a large sheet of paper that measures 14 by 11. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your 4-inch square sheet of paper. You're going to put 4 marks on it. One is going to be on the top left-hand part of your square. The other 2 are going to be on the right-hand side, 1 and 2 here, and you're going to have 1 on the bottom right-hand side of your square. The first line you're going to draw, it goes from the top left-hand corner, a wavy line like this, and touches this mark here. The second line you're going to draw is you're going to draw a wavy line here, and it's going to touch that line. Now, the lines you do not want to have are lines that look like this, because you're going to cut them, and that's just way too many cuts to try to get that as smooth as possible. So you're going to have 2 smooth lines, and the lines you draw aren't going to be too close to the top or the side of your square. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut, and you have to do this in order. You have to cut just the top piece off. So you're going to start by cutting this piece off like this. Now you can use an X-Acto knife or some scissors. An X-Acto knife might be a little bit faster and a little bit more precise, but you can use scissors, like I said before. Now, before you cut off this piece, this is very, very important. Before you cut off this piece, you're going to take your tape and you're going to tear off 2 pieces of tape that are no longer than the size of the tip of your index finger. And you're going to put 2 pieces here. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to slide this top piece to the bottom. And where these 2 corners are, you're going to align them up, and you're going to tape it on this side. Now, the tape is going to go on this side because you're going to cut off this side, but this corner and this corner have to be aligned. If they're not aligned, you're going to run into problems later on in the project. Now, you have to butt them up, the 2 pieces of paper together. This piece is not going to go on top, and it's not going to be on the bottom. It's going to be smooth and flush against the bottom of the paper. You're going to have a little bit of space over here on the left, but that's okay. Now you're going to cut off this piece. And you're going to do the same thing, cutting on the line as close as you can until you get to the bottom of the paper. Be careful not to cut off the piece that you just taped together. Now, you're going to do the same thing to this piece as you did to this piece. You're going to slide it around, and you're going to tape these corners together. So you're going to take your other piece of tape, making sure that these are together, and you're going to tape them together like this. Now, you're going to take your piece of 11 by 14 sheet of paper. You're going to put right top here and put your name, so that you can remember that this is the top of your tessellation square. Now you're going to take your sheet of paper that you have here, and you're going to turn your tessellation square. This is the left side of your square. This is the top side of your square. You're going to turn it clockwise to where the one that's on the left is now at the top, and you only have a piece that's outside of your square on the top and the left hand side. Now, you are going to flip the top side down first, like this, and then the left side down like this. And you're going to put it in the top left corner of your white sheet of paper. You're going to make sure that the top is flat and that the left side, if you fold it down, is going to be the outside edge of your paper. Once you do that, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to take your time. You're not in a race. You're not trying to get done. You're going to trace the right and the bottom side of your paper, of your square. As you can see, both of those are the same. Now, if you've followed my instructions, if you've done it right, all you have to do is slide your paper down, flip this piece up, and it would actually fit like a puzzle piece, because puzzles and tiles are basically the same thing. So it's going to fit like a puzzle piece right in there. Next, you're going to trace the right side and the bottom of your tessellation. And you're going to do the same thing over and over again. Now, down here at the bottom, you're going to not be able to completely cover the bottom. So it's important to do the right side. And again, take your time. So this is what you have. Now, if you see, I actually made a mistake. This is supposed to be here. That's the reason why we said take your time. And you have this piece here. Now, you're going to move it up and to the right, and again, to double check, it has to fit together like a puzzle. And that's completely like this. Now you're going to trace the right side again and the bottom, and you're going to repeat this process until you complete the entire sheet of paper. Slide it down, and this is where you will have the top and the left side both fit into the puzzle. Trace the right side and bottom. Here again, it's going to fit in like a puzzle. Right side. You're going to go back up to the top. Make sure that the flat piece goes all the way across. Should fit like a puzzle. Trace the right side and the bottom. Slide it down into another piece. Pretty simple to this point. And we have a couple more to do. Right side, since it doesn't go all the way down. Back up to the left side. And since we cannot do the right side, we're just doing the bottom. It should fit here. And that's it. If you have a couple of, little pieces like this, that's fine to go ahead and do those. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put a design in each one of these squares, the same design. It has to pretty much fill up the entire space with the design, and it has to be the same design in each one. So let's say we want to do a really abstract piece that looks really good. I like water. So I'm going to take this little symbol right here, which represents water, and I'm going to trace it inside of it in each one. So I'm going to do the same thing in each one of my designs. You can use a stencil, you can draw it, just as long as the symbol is in the same one, this is just as long as the design is the same in each one. Now, I have a different one, and if you really like to do this, you can. This shape, I have 3 of them. So I can take my next shape and I can change it just a little bit. It's pretty much the same shape on the outside, but it's just a tad bit different on the inside. This is fine, as long as the general shape is the same. And these little things right here, that's the reason why we use a pencil instead of a pen. And you do this all the way around. And once you've done this, this on all of them, you're going to color. You're going to color these tessellations any way that you like. Once you have finished this project, you need to upload it into Canvas so that you can get your grade. This will be due next Tuesday on the 19th of January. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. I will try to get back with you with answers to your questions at any time. I also have another one here, which is wind. So pretty much the shapes are a lot of the same, but they're just slightly different, and that is okay. So I can do this on all of them. Once you have finished this part of the project, you can color it any way that you like. You can even add value after you actually draw them. And that's how you do tessellations. Color in the different pieces any way that you like, and that is it. This will be due on the 19th of January, and I will see you guys later.